All right, so they have a very special ration. Today we're doing another French ration. We have some other stuff here to do, but we're in a little bit of time crunch today, so we decided to go ahead and do this. You know, these are always a good choice. This one is the newest, menu number 10. This is expiration 2023, and the main menu on this is duck with mashed potatoes. Let's see here. Crinkly plastic the heck out of here. So this is, we're not even gonna say what it is exactly. I already told you the main. We have some biscuits. We have another package of chocolate muesli. We have minestrone soup, which is like a vegetable soup. Well, actually, have we had this before? I don't think so. We have a sports drink. This is mango tea, plum jam, Italian salad. This Italian salad is a little bit different. It's like it has chunks of ham in it, some spiral pasta, some black olives, maybe some zucchini. Actually, should be pretty decent. And here's our main, the canard, which is duck with mashed potatoes. We have a coffee commando bar. We have a nougat bar. We have an accessory pack that has everything in it here. If I can open without wrecking it. There we go. Get everything out. Maybe, jeez. We have some cafe. We have mint tea. We have black tea, sugar, salt, pepper, 2 packs of each. We have our standard issue hot chocolate. We have our cheese. Let me pause it for a second. Let's translate this. It says nature cheese with a hint of cream. Probably some arrangement of blue cheese from our past experiences. This is roulettes de pork, roulettes per pork. So this is not going to be a pate. This is going to be like a shredded meat type situation. Always decent. I have some toilet paper. Kleenex is whatever you want to say. This is the fruit pate. This is not Philip's favorite. This has currant. This has strawberry. It's like a really dark tart bar. We have a apricot bar. We have some dark chocolate. We have our Esbit stove, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get our Esbit stoves fired up. We'll get the mains on, get the show on the road. All right, so let's go ahead and get the canard. All you're really seeing here is just the mashed potatoes. You definitely smell it though. It smells kind of wild, gamey a little bit. Yeah. Smells pretty decent. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that totally off. I'll let Philip chuck that in the trash can for me. And then let's go ahead and fire up that guy. We've already opened the window down here, so we're not gonna get fumigated, hopefully. Too bad. There we go. Well, I was gonna shuffle it back over, but let's just do that. Canard going on. Let's go ahead and open up the salad. It always says eat cold. I don't know who would want to eat this cold, but somebody out there. I mean, you could. But I mean, in my personal opinion, see if I can't fling this over the wall. Yep, there you go. Philip, take that for a second. I'm gonna get our microfiber and wipe that off my hand. And then, like I was saying, you could eat it cold. I don't know who likes cold meat and cold pasta. Well, I felt smell that. What do you think it smells like? Cold meat and pasta?
It smells good.
Okay. So, we need to dig us out another Esbit stove peel tab thingy mabob. Because that was our last one in the pack. This one is shattered into a bunch of different pieces. But I don't really think that makes any difference, right? That sounds like a good idea anyway. Let's light that. Man, the fish smell coming off those little flat tablets is crazy. We're going to rake it all together in a pile and light it. Will that light that? Maybe. Should. Man, those things stink. It smells like fried fish as soon as I lit that. It looks like that is going to light that. We'll give it just 1 second here and make sure that all catches. Looks like it is. We're going to fling this over here on top of there. And before we go too crazy, gotta make sure we got this guy ready. Looks like we do. So let's go ahead and do the soup. We gotta flip the kettle on. We'll be right back. All right. Look at the fire coming off of that since that fuel tab's broken up. Holy cow. We already started everything once. Probably can't leave this up on too much longer. Philip said he wants hot chocolate today and not the coffee. We're gonna do the soup. The muesli, to be honest, we've been throwing it to the side. We might throw this one to the side also because we've done it so much and it's muesli. And I feel like it goes to waste when we use it on this because it gets soggy every time we could eat it. Or if you eat it normally, you could actually enjoy it. Okay. This thing, to start with, this is probably going to have to come off. So it's getting stuck on the bottom. And that's what we don't want. Might already be too done. This is going to be the next one has to come off. This one is not sticking, but you could already tell how thin the liquid is that it's done. She's done, boys. She's done. Fuel tabs are still raging. What do we do? Mix up the spoons here? We sure as heck did. It's all right. We won't die from it. Philip's got the kettle going, and I don't know where our measuring cup's at, so let's try to figure this out. So I think the only thing we need yet is a couple solo cups for the drink. I'm gonna grab that, and then next up we're all miscombobulated here with our mugs. We're gonna do some hot chocolate mix. And we have the camera off. We're messing with the kettle. Philip looks at me and says, I'm really hungry. That smells really good. Luckily for him, that's actually a lot of mix in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell like much out of these European rations.
Dark. Smells good.
Lead about right there. We'll get you a spoon. Give her a little stir. We'll chuck that back there out of the way. Esbit stoves, let's go ahead and take those outside before it kills us from fumes in here. All right, so if we get this in the shot, that'd be great. Now if we're wide enough to get that or not. There you go, Philip's gonna give her a little twisty twist. And then we're gonna mix this up in our bowl. It's our soup mix or minestrone. Looks almost pink, doesn't it? Doesn't smell real hot in that state. Smells weird, but that's the way it is, right? Hurry up and get this thing mixed up. I think we did have this once before. It definitely is pink or red, I guess, from the tomato in it. I think we're being a little too risque by doing that. And we're going to take this microfiber and wipe that off right there. Let's try to get mixed up good enough. And I'll start breaking that stuff up. You can see the peas floating. Little pastas. Things like that. Whoa. Okay. So he's got the cups out. Slide those over here. We're going to mix up this tea drink. Real quick like. And is there a bottle? Yeah, cold water. Have to hand me one of those too. Do about half and half in this. Okay. There's like sand in the bottom of it, huh? We're about right on that. We'll just grab a clean spoon to stir these up. You take that over there, I suppose. Another one for this. Give her a little stir. We'll set that off to the side. Same with that. And I think we're ready to go. Let's see, is that everything? I believe it is. And let's go and start out with this. Here's your spoon, sir. Put your pinky out when you try this now. So this is weird. It's almost like a, not hamburger, but it's like shredded. Duck and mashed potatoes, canard. The issue is, it's a little bit burnt on the bottom. So you can taste it a little bit. It's very bland though. Doesn't have a lot of flavor in it.
Yeah, I was expecting more, but I still think it's pretty good. It's not bad.
Do we dare salt and pepper it?
Pepper.
I think that's what it's missing.
I think some pepper would help.
You don't think it's missing salt? A little pepper. Probably good. I won't go too overboard. A little salt or no?
Up to you.
Let's do a little bit. This is the first time we ever salt and peppered anything on this channel? I think so. That's it. Let's just try a little bit more. I thought it was more burnt at the bottom, but it's actually not. I think also it's the texture. Oh yeah, that's way better. This is like finely shredded meat, mashed potatoes. It's very mushy. There's not a lot of texture to it. It was definitely missing salt and pepper. Probably more salt than anything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot better in it. Much, much better.
Oh, that's way better.
Which I guess,
wow.
if
Yeah.
you're not eating a lot of salt, maybe they do that on purpose now. Because then you just add to whatever you want to it. But it definitely gets hung in your throat. Take a drink of her tea here real quick. I forgot Philip doesn't like tea. But it's mango tea, so it's a little bit... It's alright.
It's not bad. It's pretty mild.
It's not harsh at all. It's not bitter.
Not harsh.
And soup's getting nice and thick. I got it pretty stirred up. The salad. So we have pieces of meat, pasta. There's a piece of onion. I'm going to stir around that piece of onion. And we got black olives, a little bit of sauce, like a light red sauce. Let's try this and see how it is. It's different. I'm trying to pick out what that taste is in it. What spice that is. But the meat's very dry. doesn't taste bad per se. It's not what I was expecting. What's your thoughts on it?
The meat is very. It's not tough.
It's just dry.
I thought it'd be.
It's very lean.
Yeah. I like it though.
I would give that probably a 6 out of 10, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, compared to like the duck roulettes.
The duck without anything, without the salt and pepper on it, was probably a 4 out of 10. With the salt and pepper, it's probably 7 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as good as I thought it was going to be, though. To be totally honest. But it's not bad. I mean, for MRE wise, you put this against the US one, it's still a 10 out of 10. Just for French rations, I would say it's not up there. But also, by fixing on the Esbit stove, you get a lot more flavor to it too, I think.
I think so.
So, there is that. All right. Let's get some of the pork roulettes out here. And this is, I guess, classifies particularly as a luncheon meat, I would say, to some degree. But roulettes, like I said, it's not as fatty as like Spam and things like that. But I tell you, the perfect way to eat roulettes, and I'm going to show you here, and a lot of you guys are already rolling your eyes, saying don't do it. Salt the crackers out. And I'm going to snap a piece off of that. So we're going to get the salt cracker. We're going to get the plum jam. We're going to take our salt cracker. We're going to scoop a little bit out. You're going to see the texture of this is stringy because it's basically ground meat. See that? It's almost like that beef jerky you get in the pouch. Looks like chewing tobacco. How it's kind of shredded. It's kind of like that. We're going to take some of this. We're going to squidge on some of this. This is a very mild jam, so it's not tart at all. At a very nice, sweet background to it. A lot of Europeans say they do this. Some of them say they don't. It's like here. Different people do different stuff. It does bring a lot to it, though. Try the roulettes?
Yep.
Okay.
Very good.
This porky kind of...
With the jam, it's...
Oh, you tried it with the jam, too?
Yeah,
okay.
very good.
I walked away for a second, so I didn't get to see what he did. And we're going to try our cheese, and we're on to dessert. Our cheese and our minestrone. The minestrone was getting nice and thick. I'm going to take a bite of this, and we're going to pass over to Phil. Oh, hold on. There's a big clump. That's what you don't want to get in your mouth, is a huge clump of powder. There we go. Here's the thing. It's not my thing because it has onion powder in it. It's like, it's probably not bad for that kind of soup. It does have flavor to it, though.
It's kind of good.
It's kind of good.
It's like thicker than I thought it was going to be, but I like it a lot.
Right. My personal taste, certain people taste stuff a different way. My palate tastes onions and garlic. It tastes like sulfur. It tastes the way a skunk smells when a skunk sprays, to me. A lot of people aren't like that. A few people are. But that's the situation on that. To me, it's funky. Philip likes it, so there is that. The cheese, the fondue. Oh boy. Look at that. Look how light that is. Almost like Cool Whip. First taste, tastes normal. And at the end, you get that nice bite. It's mild on this one, though. A little bit of that aged cheese, that blue cheese kind of background at the very end of it. At first, you don't notice it. Then it comes in really good. That's a nice cheese. And what would be even nicer is we're going to scoop a little bit of this up. Whoa. Gotta make sure it stays on. We're going to flip around the back side. We're going to go in here and hit that. Look at that. That's where it's at. It really is. And that really complements the roulettes tremendously. You gonna try some of that? Get in there and get you some. They're gonna watch you do it, so if you drop it, make a big mess, everybody's gonna tell you about it in the comments. The two-sided dip. Yeah, the roulettes is kind of hard to keep on the cracker. Look at him. There he goes. There it is. It's the French Lunchables. All right. This is so much better than Lunchable, I can't even begin to describe you. That cuts that porky taste to the roulettes. Let's see, what's next? I'm going to stir that again for you real quick. We're going to hop over to the dessert side of this, and we're going to knock it out. Take one more sip of this, cleanse my palate. I want to cleanse your palate before you jump over to the hot chocolate right after that. Might be kind of funky. All right, let's throw this off to the side. So now we're going to go into, I guess we already started the dessert because we already did the cheese fondue. That's kind of what they give you for dessert in these. And we're down to this, the bars. So the hot chocolate, what's the take on the hot chocolate?
That's good. I would say it's more normal. I don't know how to describe
More sugar than normal?
More sugar, more American tasting. I don't know.
Because it is different brand, yeah.
Yeah. The other one was like very dark.
Dark, semi-sweet. Very nice.
It's still good though.
Here's the question of the whole ration. How much like paint does this taste? Usually, they're pretty rough. Let's open up and take a smell of it first. Oh man, take a whiff. Straight up, I don't think that's any good.
Paint. I wouldn't eat that.
He says don't eat it.
I'm not gonna eat it.
I ate the last one, it's pretty rough. But it was kind of like instant regret as soon as you put it in your mouth. It's not that it's gonna hurt you, but it smells like literally house paint. It smells like you're painting your walls in your living room, and you reached down and took a finger of it and ate it. So let's move on to these. We have the peach apricot bar, and I'm gonna rip this open real quick. Got a trusty knife out here. I'm just gonna crank off a little piece. I don't know. Smell that. Does that smell all right?
Yeah.
Does it?
Apricot, right?
Yep. You just break your fingers, break your easy. It's hard to, my sniffer is all weird because we've been smelling all this other stuff. At first smell, it smelled almost sour to me. But I think it's all right. It's a little funky though.
Not too bad.
A coffee bar.
Coffee bar.
We're gonna pass that right
favorite.
to you. You like that one? I don't. I like this one. You don't.
That's good.
So it works out. This is the pate bar. Currants or blueberries. Nobody's ever for sure. And then strawberries. Let's go ahead and look how dark that is. It's very, very tart. You say that's what you don't like about it, how tart it is. Next up is the chocolate, 70% cocoa, dark chocolate. And I like dark chocolate a lot. I do not like that Hershey's Special Dark. To me, that's so bitter and sour. This stuff is not like that. And the bad part about it is a lot of Americans only had that Hershey Special Dark, and it turns them off of it. And when they had something like this, they didn't know it even existed. So before you say you don't like dark chocolate, I wouldn't say that until you had some of this. It is a little bit weird though after eating all this stuff. It is kind of such a dramatic change in your palate. However, that's gonna be it. I would say 1 to 10. What would you rank this meal compared to other French rations?
5.
5. So pretty much right in the middle. We've had some crazy, crazy good stuff in the past. But this one's okay. And somebody might like this more than other ones we like too.
Right.
If you guys want one of these rations, we'll put a link in the description. Sergey had this, and he is in France. Remember with Sergey, he will combine shipping. So a lot of you guys are saying, oh, he wants $11 for the ration and $55 to ship it. Well, that's if you only buy one. If you buy multiple things from him, the shipping price usually stays about the same. So you're getting rations for $11-12 like this. And that's the way to do it. So that's going to be it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all very soon with another video.